If you suffer from chronic pain, it could be throwing your entire body out of balance. Dr. Rainer Kramer from Catalyst Pain Solutions, he is here to tell us how to break that pain cycle and get you back onto daily activities that you love. Good to see you, Dr. Kramer. I love
Susan,
this.
a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so let's talk about what are some of the signs and what are some of the symptoms that our body is just a little out of whack? Because I told you I was a little sideways right now.
Absolutely. You know, we live in a culture that's very fast-paced. There are a lot of over-the-counter medications out there that suppress the body's natural adaptive mechanism. The micro-traumas of everyday living, they impact our function, our ability to move, and we wind up with chronic pain, and we often suppress that chronic pain with medications, and we don't listen and we're not mindful of what our body's telling us.
Right, because we'll just go put ice on it or we'll soak in a tub and we'll think, oh, this is just a part of life. But you said it's not that simple.
It's not that simple, because those chronic wear and tear injuries to especially the joints, because the body's always trying to find balance with the mind, body, spirit. And when we're focusing on the body today, those traumas to the joints, there's wear and tear there, and we wind up adapting. And we adapt by using one extremity more, or our body tilting off to one side because there's damage in those joints.
I mentioned that to you, that
right,
you could
so
feel it.
Exactly. So here we see what micro traumas of everyday living do, and all of a sudden, we are out of balance.
We are completely out of balance and everything goes awry, right?
Absolutely,
Like
and we wind up with chronic pain.
Okay, so where does going out of balance start?
Well, it usually starts with not paying attention to those early injuries and traumas. We are active people. We want to be fit. We want to be well. We move. We work hard. But those little traumas are cumulative if they're not attended to, and suppressing those injuries and not treating them can create long-term problems.
So how do we break the cycle?
Well, we find out what the pain source is.
Okay.
We obviously, in our centers, we look at getting a good diagnostic workup, finding what the injuries are, and treating the injuries. The spine is a huge area of causing problems because there's both sensory and motor control, and those muscles can become weak on one side. Stress plays an important role.
I was going to ask you,
Yes.
How does stress play? Because with the holidays coming, with the elections, I literally told you, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was tilted this way.
Well, right, and stress releases certain hormones, and muscles wind up spasming, and they can potentiate the pain or increase the pain and increase the dysfunction that is there in the body, whether it's a neck problem, back problem, knee, hip, shoulder.
So when we see or feel stress coming, is there something we can do?
You know, mindfulness is huge.
Okay.
And that is, let's look at the situation. Let's take a step back. Let's take a deep breath and look at how do we work through this. Exercise is huge in helping dealing with stress issues.
And at Catalyst Pain Solutions, you all treat a number of ailments.
Right. The spine is really, we see so many spine-related conditions because of repetitive trauma. We treat knees, hips, shoulders. We want to get to the foundation, to the source of the issue, treat it effectively, and get people functional again.
And you always talk about being the next generation of medicine. Explain what that means.
Well, we look at giving the patient what they need to get better. Medication-wise, we also have a regenerative and a stem cell program that has a lot of science behind it, that is literature-based. And we look at the opportunity of supporting, patients who are in need here in the Valley.
All right, so let's get you back in balance. This
Absolutely.
is not good.
No,
we don't like this.
We want balance is what we want.
All right, let's get you out there to see Dr. Kramer at the Catalyst Pain Solutions. They have the next generation of medicine, and they have locations statewide for your convenience. Look them up at catalystpainsolutions.com. Give them a call to book your appointment today, 480-821-PAIN. That's 480-821-7246.